Good evening from beautiful Portugal tonight. I'm here for Tuesday tea time as usual, tea in hand, and I just finished teaching the first day of a clinic in Odemira, Portugal, and it's beautiful here. You can see the eucalyptus trees behind me, and today I thought I would talk a little bit about these two horses behind me. So I'm teaching at Sundance Ranch, and the chestnut horse behind me is named Sundance. And the gray mare with him is named Maggie. So Maggie just got here, I think a couple of days ago. I'm not sure about that, from Belgium, I believe. And so she's new. And she's going to go in with a herd of horses that is with Sundance. But Sundance is an interesting character because he has a tendency to chase other horses. Any new horses that come in with him get chased a lot. Thank you. I'm really enjoying Europe. I'm so happy to be here. So we needed to integrate Maggie into the herd with Sundance and his other mares. But we know from history and past experiences that Sundance has a hard time with the new horses that come in. And helping horses through this is one of the things that I've done that is outside of freedom-based training. It's not really freedom-based training to try and do anything in a hurry. Freedom-based training is very, very slow, very, very gradual. But I can take the ideas from freedom-based training and integrate them with a little bit more dominance if we need to get things done faster. So, because I happened to be here when these two needed to be integrated, I got involved in the project, and it was actually kind of fun. Yes, absolutely, Florentine, thank you. It is sunny and beautiful in Portugal for sure. So Sundance, the chestnut there behind me, they've both got their butts to me. We started with him on a halter, and we led him in, and Maggie's actually pretty savvy in a herd, so that was helpful. And we were able to go in, and if she was really pushy or aggressive in any way, I could use my lead rope, the end of my lead rope, to push her. So she moved away from Sundance. If you have a horse that likes to chase new horses, that's really what they want. They want the other horse to move away, but they don't want the other horse to go away. And that's the problem, because the aggressive dominant horse will pin their ears, threaten to bite or kick. And what they really want is they want the other horse to circle around them. But the other horse often feels intimidated. And so the other horse will run away in a straight line. And that makes the dominant horse angry. So then they chase after the horse that's running to threaten them even more. And neither horse is getting what they want. So what we did is we led Sundance in a halter. This is not freedom-based training. This is just using the ideas in a creative way. And we pushed Maggie just a little bit, and we would push her until she settled. And then when she settled, we would circle Sundance around her. Now, Sundance thought that was a terrible idea. He made the funniest faces. He wanted to stop all the time because as the dominant horse, he doesn't think it's his job to circle Maggie. It is his job to stand still and let the submissive horse circle him. But one of the theories I have in freedom-based training is if you lead by example, the other horse will copy. So we did that where we would push Maggie till she settled, and then we would circle around her. And then when everything felt really good, we would stop and they would be in harmony with each other, and it was very beautiful and easy. And then if anybody got pushy or anxious or worried, we'd push Maggie a little bit until she settled. We would circle around her until she settled more, and then we'd stop and flow. So that was the first part. Then we put them in the paddocks for a little while, side by side. We went off to do some other things, and then we came back and we did another session. In the next session, they were eating some hay. They seemed really peaceful, so we tried taking the halters off. Instantly, Sundance went to chase Maggie. She ran halfway up the field and didn't want to come back. And Sundance continued to eat hay. So that's good. At least he didn't keep chasing her. That's an improvement over past behavior. But what we wanted to do was satisfy his need in a way that was less threatening to her. Now, Sundance also has some issues with his knees, so he goes lame if he gallops too much. So chasing is bad for him as well as it's bad for the other horse. So we put the halter back on and we led him out and around her. And this time we pushed her in serpentines. So we'd push her a little bit left and then we'd move around and we push her a little bit right and then we'd go around and push her a little bit left. And if she got nervous, she would go to trot past us back up the hill where she felt safe. And it was really important that we didn't chase her then. And that's where Sundance needed help, because if he was on his own, he would chase after her. And so we would circle around the other way, and then we would slowly go all the way around in a circle until she was steady, and then we would push her in a serpentine back towards the hay. When we got to a place where she was settled and steady and yielding, we just pause and flow and look at the hay from a distance. I would say it took maybe half an hour. I don't know, I wasn't keeping track of time. And about half an hour later, we got to the hay. She started eating. I had Sundance walk a circle around her until she was steady. I left him at his hay pile. I took off his halter. And they have been best friends ever since. Yeah, they have a few disagreements. That's pretty normal when horses are getting to know each other. But neither one of them are known to be itching shoulders very much, or at least not Maggie. Maggie's not known to be itching shoulders. I think Sundance does. But within a very short time, they were itching each other's shoulders. They were allo grooming. They have been pretty much inseparable ever since. And that has been one of the faster integrations I've ever seen. How much did the theories and the exercises I do have to do with it? I don't really know. Maybe Maggie's just magic. Maybe she's pretty beautiful. So maybe Sundance just fell in love and he didn't need to chase her. Maybe she would have circled anyway. Maybe she wouldn't have run away. There's too many factors to know for sure. But I thought I would share with you the process because, first of all, I'm really excited that it worked. And second of all, I know I'm not the only person in the world that worries about the chasing when you integrate a new horse. Now, we will go ahead and integrate them with the mares a little bit later this week, and that'll be interesting. Maybe I'll film it and put it on Patreon. That'd be fun. Do a little bit of more educational stuff. So on my Patreon page, for any of you who are wondering, I do a little bit more in terms of training videos, a little bit more examples of stuff. Tea time. I love to see you guys. I love to chat, but I don't do a lot of actual training videos for tea time. So Trisha asks, fantastic that you got to Portugal. Will you be able to travel from Portugal to the UK? That is the plan. I am supposed to be teaching a clinic in the UK first weekend of July. It's a little bit up in the air about whether the COVID rules will open up and let me get there, but it is definitely still possible. We might even say it's looking good, but that might be too optimistic. I will find out on Thursday, I believe, for sure, whether I will be able to get in the country or not. But if all the stars align, I will be in the UK the first weekend of July. And I know there's a few of you that are looking forward to seeing me there if I can get there. Thank you, Trisha. I really, really am hoping I get there. I feel like it's been forever since I've been in the UK, and I miss you guys. So that's tea time. Thank you guys for joining me and hearing a little bit of a story about Sundance and Maggie. Let's see, Sundance has come over here. Hi, Sundance. And keeping my fingers crossed. Thank you, Trisha. I would love to work with you in the clinic. We will just hope I get there. Oh, wonderful, Allison. I'd love to see you. Okay, keep your fingers crossed, everybody. Hopefully I see you in the UK, or those of you who are in the UK, hopefully I see you soon. And I will see you, the rest of you, next Tuesday for tea time, or in the Friday video at the Patreon group. All right, have a wonderful evening, guys, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next week.